Hello students, welcome back to my channel CSIR Buddy, and this is the third part of sperm of mammalian fertilization, which is sperm interaction with Zona Pellucida. So if you haven't watched those previous videos, I will be providing the link in the description box, so you can go and check those videos over there. Then only you will get to know about what is Zona Pellucida layer. So ZP layer, which is known as Zona Pellucida layer, is divided into 4 layers: ZP1, ZP2, ZP3 and ZP4, as I have mentioned. These are heavily glycosylated. And what do we mean by glycosylated? That means it is consisting of carbohydrate. If we talk about ZP1, that is Zona Pellucida 1, this is N-linked. ZP2 is also N-linked, and ZP3 is linked with N and O-linked. So what do we mean by N-linked glycosylation? N-linked glycosylation means it would be consisting of an asparagine. Plus it would be consisting of serine and threonine. Serine and threonine. So asparagine is abbreviated as N. So the name suggests N-linked. O-linked glycosylation means serine and threonine. And serine and threonine both consist of an OH group. So the name is given O-linked glycosylation. So coming towards the interaction part. Z1 interacts with ZP2, that is proximal association, सबसे पहला वाला association. And what is Z1? Z1 is sperm adhesion protein. So Z1 and ZP2 make an proximal association. Then GALT is a receptor, and GALT stands for beta-1,4-galactosidase transferase. GALT is a receptor, and ligand would be ZP3, that is NAG. Species specification. So ZP3 is for species specification. Now GPCR is G protein linked receptor. So G protein linked receptor, this is a signaling pathway. And GPCR is controlled by ZP2. Through this GPCR, there is an increased level of calcium concentration in sperm, and it causes the acrosomal reaction through which the sperms penetrate into the ovum. So GPCR is G protein coupled receptor. About GPCR we will be studying in the chapter of unit of signaling pathway in cell biology, cell signaling. So in short, I will tell you about GPCR, that GPCR spans the membrane 7 times. So it will span 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will span the membrane 7 times, and here the ligand would attach, and the ligand which is responsible is ZP2 in the case of sperms, in the case of ova. So what will happen once the GPCR is activated? It will signal for calcium release of calcium ions. Thus calcium ions will activate the acrosomal reaction, which I have written already. So moving further, now this is how the GPCR runs. So this is a GPCR signaling pathway, and you have to remember this GPCR pathway. So what is happening? Ligand is ZP2, and the receptor is gonna be a GPCR receptor. GPCR receptor turns on the G protein. In addition to G protein activates this adenyl cyclase. Adenyl cyclase would convert ATP into cyclic AMP, as shown here, that it will convert it into cyclic AMP. Furthermore, CAMP will activate pKa, that is pKa stands for protein kinase A, right? Then it would activate this calcium channel. So this is a calcium channel and will allow the calcium ions to come inside. And as the calcium ion is coming inside from outside, the concentration of it is increasing. Why the concentration of it increases? It will lead to acrosomal reaction. And acrosomal reaction finally activates the sperm to penetrate into the egg. So now through this acrosomal reaction, the sperm will release acrosin, some of the chemicals, acrosin, or we can call it hyaluronidase enzyme, which would digest the cumulus layer. So I think this much is clear to you all. So now what will happen? Interaction between sperm and oolemma. Sperm is for sperm and oolemma is for the ova. Now what will happen? That ADAM2 is present in sperm. It interacts with integrin which is present in oolemma. This helps in sperm oolemma binding. Isomoprotein which will bind with CD9, and it is a species specification protein which will specify the species sperm oolemma fusion, and it is responsible for the sperm and oolemma fusion. Now going further, now this is the sperm which has entered or penetrated the egg. Now what will happen? The nucleus of the sperm and the nucleus of the ova will interact and fuse with each other. This process is known as, this will make a syngamy, when both the genetic materials of male and female fuse together. It is known as syngamy. Now what will happen? When the sperm interacts with the oolemma, it activates the mitosis meiosis promoting factor. And what is mitosis meiosis promoting factor? I've already told you that in the case of females, what happens is that the ovum ceases in the metaphase 2 stage, and after fertilization, it again activate the meiosis wala step. So it activates the meiosis step. Now what will happen? Once the meiosis is completed, now ovum is mature, sperm nucleus is already there, then it will show fusion, and this is known as syngamy. I think this lecture was clear to you all. So if you like this lecture, so please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching this lecture till the last.